Have you ever placed an order and when you got it, said, that's not quite what I had in mind? So somehow, some way, you may not have been specific enough. In fact, you might know if that's an order for food. It's like, I should have told them. So, what I'm referring to here is I'm talking about New Year's resolutions and the importance of being specific on what you want, not only what you want, but how you want to experience, how you want it to come down the pipe. And the way I'm going to talk about this is with a couple of personal stories. So I've gone through many generations of how I do my yearly resolutions or intentions. So intentions are another way you can reference it. But let me tell you my story. So I would do some yearly dedications. I'd say, okay, this year, and I base it on my desires, I am going to dedicate this year to learning about herbs and essential oils. That was a definite dedication. I'm dedicating this year to learning about. So, how did that come down the pipe? Well, my daughter kept getting sick. Like every 2 weeks, she would get sick. She would be with her father. They were separated, and she'd come home sick. And so this cycle kept going on and on. So I would have her bring her back to wellness, and then this would happen again to her. And I took her to a naturopathic doctor, and it just so happened that this naturopathic doctor worked with herbs and essential oils along with other modalities. So, right here, this is like in the beginning of the year, this happened. I think this was, by February, something of this nature. And here I am amongst this woman who works with herbs, excessively in her business. And it just so happened that at that time I was supplementing my income with a small paint business that I had. So I would go into people's homes. I do organizing and paint work and in lots of creative things. I'm creative. So she said, "Wow, I really want to get," and she had her business in her home. "I really want to get my home painted. This sounds great." So I worked for her, and I would go into her home, and she would have her clients because her clients were in home. And I'd hear, when she was at the desk and talking to them about herbs. And she also did raw foods, which was fabulous. So I got this training, fly on the wall training. And then we built a rapport, and she helped me a lot with learning, teaching me about herbs, essential oils, the usage of essential oils, and how to make raw food. She was really good at it. She had actually healed herself from cancer. And so here's this kind of, off the wall. Yes, I got to learn about those things. How marvelous is that? But it was at my daughter getting ill, which was just, kind of heartbreaking. Anyway, so that's one story. The second story is about I was 50. I got down on the floor one day and I could not get up. And this completely baffled me because I had been a dancer and a really strong, trained in ballet, a performer. Of course, 20 years had gone by. I slowly lost, well, I stopped training in different types of movement. I became really active, always pretty much 24/7. I had a small child. And, um, that is how the strength went, but I didn't realize it was draining. This year, I dedicated toward weight loss. Had this mishap with getting on the floor, not being able to get back up, completely baffled at that, decided that what I was going to do was build the strength to lift or carry the weight I had, the excess weight I had. And out of this, a program was born that I worked with many senior men and women to rebuild their strength. So odd ways things come down the pike. Now, what I'm pointing out here is that we can have intentions, good intentions, but the more specific we are about what we want as our resolutions, we have strong resolve all the way through us, resounding resolve to have or do something, have something come into our lives. And specific, you've done a little looking into this. Big bite, small bite, just right bite. Oh, my heart is passionate. I'm passionate about this. My heart is completely into it. It's what I desire. All those things in place that I've talked about in the last couple videos. They are so, so important. And knowing how you want, what, how you want to have this experience. So that's my encouragement today. And if you find yourself kind of lollygagging about really taking a look at what it is you want to experience, remember, this is how you keep young. Give yourself some goals, challenges, your personal development continues. And likewise, your spiritual development continues by doing things new because you always have to make adjustments and grow. Something new that is a bit challenging, but not usually, send you into overwhelm is the way to go. So I shall see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.